What's up, my friends? John Baruti here. Baruti Success. Okay, sorry. So, for this week, we're talking about selling it all. So, selling it all. For those of you who don't know, I follow a guy by the name of Meet Kevin. And I'm assuming you may know who he is, especially if you're following my channel, which means that you're interested in financial stuff, which means that most likely you've come across his YouTube channel. Guy's huge. And in the past week, this week, I pre-record these things, so you might be getting this the following week, but regardless, Kevin had sold his entire portfolio. Now, Kevin is a multi-millionaire. Now, this kid came up, and I call him a kid because he's much younger than me, in the last few years in YouTube. So most of his $30+ million portfolio, that's an insane number, God bless this guy, most of that came from YouTube. But even before YouTube, Kevin was a successful realtor, and the way he came up was, that he did realty, and then he showed people how to invest, and he basically, the way he got famous was he would punk Grant Cardone. And I don't know if you know who Grant Cardone is. He's a big real estate guy, but regardless, the whole point of this story and why so many people are upset with him, not me, but most people that follow him are upset with him, is because he sold it all. I'm gonna put sorry, melodramatic. Okay, so he sold the whole portfolio. What are you doing, Kevin? Listen, if you're an individual person and you have that much money and you want to buy and sell and this and that, God bless you, dude. But when you have a following of almost 2 million people and you preach that anybody selling stocks is a weenie baby. That's right, he calls them a weenie baby. And anybody selling stocks is paper hands, because he likes to call himself diamond hands. It's a problem. And you have not the greatest reputation with your followers. Now, that being said, do I have a problem with what he did? Not really. I mean, listen, guy's smart. He didn't get $30 million in this game by not being smart. But when you have a following and you express to that following that you want to invest a certain way, like we do here, slow and steady wins the race, and that's the whole point of this video. Watch to the end, because I'm going to go over it again. But when you preach to your audience, although he says and I say and all us financial people say, you do you, don't follow me as far as, for any advice. I'm not giving you advice. I'm just giving you opinions of what I do, which is exactly what I said. But the reality is, people will do what you tell them you're doing. And to up and sell a portfolio that was 30 million, that's now 20 million because of the crashing downflow. And listen, on Kevin's behalf, he has a Discord that basically tells the people in his Discord that pay him exactly what he's doing when he's doing. So I don't know this for a fact, but I'm sure the people in his Discord knew in advance he was doing this. And then he comes out after the Discord, because he doesn't let everybody in on his intrinsic trades that doesn't pay him. After the fact, he told everybody, well, I sold everything. And well, first of all, you could do whatever you want. This is America. Believe that. But when you have that trust from people, you just don't do it, right? You just don't. And he did. And I think that's why so many people are upset with him. And also, and he said, listen, I'm going to sell everything into the poopy market, okay? And I'm going to rebuy everything back. And again, that's great if you're an individual, but he's not a trader. Well, not a traitor, a trader. He doesn't trade every day. That's not, or he does kind of do that, but it's not his platform. Here's the thing. The reason I'm even doing a video on this is because as I've told you in the past, you know, when things get bad, and they're going to get bad, this is not bad, people. This is, you know, the stock market's down for a couple of weeks. Ooh, I'm so scared. No, it's going to get worse. Will it get worse this year? I don't know. Will it get worse next year? I don't know. But the stock market has a way of, you know, it's been going up since what, 2012, 13? It's been going to the moon, and that's not normal. And then most times the stock market will take a few years to correct, and then it will always go in an upward position, right? Now, is that always going to be the case? You know, some years or some periods of time, it's going to be flat. What I try to explain to you, and what I have done, and why I've gotten to the place that I've gotten over the years, is because I just invest every week. I don't know how to explain that any easier. You just invest every week, and you keep doing that, and you keep doing it, and you will become rich, if you want to call it, or successful, or financially independent. What I'm trying to explain to you is even these money guys, these big money guys, and Kevin was not a big money guy. He became a big money guy. And when you have that much money invested, it gets scary when things take a poop. And you don't have to have $30 million in the bank for you to get scared. You will get scared. I don't care if you have 5,000 or 50,000 or 500 or 5 million in the bank. You will get scared. And what I'm trying to express to you, as long as you have, I want to preface it by this, as long as you have a minimum of at least 5 years before you're planning on retiring, you keep investing in the stock market. If you have less than 5 years to retire, you need to start taking money out of the stock market and going into much more stable things. And we'll have another video on that, up and coming. But if you're me, 52 or younger, which I hope, I can only hope younger people are watching this. Probably get bored by it, but I really, that's the whole point of me doing this, is so young people understand how easy it is. And that it's not only easy, you have to take yourself out of it. You can't constantly look at the stock market. You invest every single week and forget about it. Don't worry about what it has. Don't worry about it. I'm a perfect example. Our whole portfolio, as far as stocks, was well over $1 million a few weeks ago. Well over $1 million. It's 800,000 now. Does that scare me? Yes, that scares me. Do I stop investing? No, because I know I have a minimum of 10 years before I truly want to really retire, like do nothing. So I just keep putting money in, and I implore you to do that. Now, getting back to Kevin, because that was the hook, the thumbnail for this. Kevin selling everything. I have nothing but respect for Kevin. I have nothing but respect for what he built. This platform is not easy, as you can see on my subscription. Oh, by the way, I hit 95. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the little bell. It really means a lot. When I'm at 95 and he's at 2 million, you can see where the... Okay, sorry. I know I always go on a rant. But this is not an easy game. No business is an easy game. So for somebody to go from 0 to 2 million followers and get and not only that, there's YouTubers that have 2 million followers that do not have $30+ million in the bank. This guy, he is a smart guy. So even for Kevin to up and sell everything, which, if he would have asked me, I'm sure he wouldn't have, but I would have suggested him against it. Maybe sell a small portion, but he had good stocks. Just keep in those stocks. But I have nothing against Meet Kevin. And actually, I'll put his link in down below, and you should follow Kevin and see what he has to say, because it's always better becoming informed. And someone like Meet Kevin is, he's a great mind, a great young mind, and you should pay attention to what he has to say. But that being said, being a personality on this platform or on any platform, and to again do a rug pull or just out of the whim, okay, I'm selling everything. It's not smart for him, and it's not smart for his followers. So that's all the point of me making this video was, that we hopefully, I can implore you to invest early as much as you can and weekly, if not every other week. And that is the point. If you do that over your lifetime, you will become rich, wealthy, financially independent, any of those words. You will be much better off today than you were tomorrow. Even if the stock market is not that great when you retire, you will have way more than you had if you didn't do it, okay? So hopefully this was, again, another good video. Give me some comments, it helps the algorithm. Ask me a question, I don't care what it's on, I will get back to you. I love answering questions. So we'll see you on the next one.
Okie dokie, I'm gonna get sued by Kevin.